I'd like to share with you in this week's Parsha, Parsha's boy, from Rabbi Yitzchok, the Rebbe's father. This week's Parsha, we have the mitzvah from Be'erev Taakhlu matzahs, the night of the Seder, Pesach, a person should eat matzah. As explained in Shulchan Aruch, the reason why we have 3 matzahs on the Seder plate is 2 of the matzahs is nothing unique or special and novel about Pesach, because we always have to have 2 breads, lechem mishnah, every Yom Tov, every Shabbos. Even during Pesach, in the morning or by day, Shabbos, we have 2 matzahs. What's novel and unique and special about the night of the Pesach is we have the 3rd matzah we will fulfill the mitzvah from achilas matzah. Explains the Rebbe's father, that's the middle matzah. The Kohen and the Israel that we use for the lechem mishnah, and the middle matzah, the Levi, we use for the mitzvah of Pesach, be'erev taakhlu matzos. If you look at the middle matzah, explains Rabbi Yitzchok, you will see you do 4 steps. And he asks, why? What's the meaning of these 4 steps, these 4 parts of the mitzvah of this middle matzah? And why is it the Levi? What do we do with this middle matzah? Step number 1, we make sure it's complete, it's whole, it's a shlema. We try it shouldn't miss even a drop. Nothing should be broken. It should be a complete matzah. Step number 2, we put it on the kaira. Then we're going to break it, Yachatz. Smaller piece, chelik koton, and then a larger piece, chelik godol. Step number 3, the smaller piece we put back in on the Seder plate. We will say the Haggadah on it. It's revealed on the table. The larger piece, the chelik godol, we will hide. That's Tzfon. We will use it for the Afikoman later. It's hidden. By the end of the Seder, we take it out. So 4 steps. Number 1 is complete. Number 2, we break it, smaller or larger. Number 4, no, that's number 2. Number 3, the smaller pieces on the table. Larger pieces hidden. Number 4, at the end of the Seder, we will take it out, we will eat it. What's the meaning of all these 4 steps? And why is it the middle matzah? Explains Rabbi Yitzchok. The tachlis, the goal of going out to Mitzrayim, was in order to receive the Torah. Like it says in the Pasuk, "Vayitziach o amazem Mitzrayim, tavdu nasor lekim alaharazeh." Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu when he saw him on the mountain of the burning bush, the reason I'm taking out the Yidden from Mitzrayim, when they will come here on this mountain, and they will serve me, I will give them the Torah. So the whole reason and goal and meaning of Yetzias Mitzrayim is in order to reach to Torah. On Shavuos. Explains Rabbi Yitzchok. Everything we're going to do by the Seder has a connection to Shavuos, especially this middle matzah. And that's why we call the matzah Levi, and we're going to do something very special. The mitzvah of achilas matzah with this middle matzah, because this middle matzah symbolizing the unique and novel matzah, which was for the honor of Pesach and the Seder, will tell us everything about the Torah that we're going to get 7 weeks later on Shavuos. If you look good, explains Rabbi Yitzchok, when the Eibishter gave us the Torah, there was also 4 steps. In Torah, the Gemara says, Daf Chav Ches in Sukkah, there is a part of Torah called Dover Koton, and that's called Nigla the Torah. Nigla the Torah only tells you that's the Mishnah, that's the Talmud, that's Halacha, just tells you the mechanism of Judaism, what you should do, how you should practice, but doesn't give you the taimei mitzvahs, the reasons of the mitzvahs. Where do we have the reasons of the mitzvahs? Every detail that you find in the Dover Godeh, the larger part of Torah, which is Pnimius HaTorah, Soidus HaTorah. And the Gemara calls it Dover Koton, the smaller piece, Haviyas Tabayah B'Rabba. That's the laws of all the sugyas, all the topics and discussions in Gemara. The Dover Godol, that's the hidden part, that's Nista the Torah. Now, from the Eibishter's point of view, it's one Torah. It's Torah Achas, like it says in Chumash. There's no difference. The difference is only how the Torah was delivered to Bnei Yisrael, to the Yidden. Like says the Rebbe's father, if you look good, you will see it's in 4 steps. When the Eibishter came down on Mount Sinai and Har Sinai, Hashem says, I'm giving you everything. Torah has one complete Torah. Then Hashem says, oh, for my part it's one, but it'll be delivered to you in 2 parts. There's going to be what you're going to see, Dovid Kotoin, the revealed part of the Torah Nigla, and then there's the Dovid Godel. Moshe Rabbeinu will teach you, and generations to come, first the Dovid Kotoin. That will be revealed. But the esoteric part, the Nista, the Torah, will be Tzofon, it will be hidden. But the end of the Golus, Lo Osud Lovai, before Mashiach's coming, it will be revealed. And that started with the Baal Shem Tov, the Alter Rebbe, and especially in our generations, with the wealth of spreading the well springs of Chassidus. So exactly how you have in Torah, how it was delivered and given from the Eibishter to the Yidden, the 4 steps, that's exactly what we do with the matzah. So from the Eibishter's point of view, it was one Torah. That's why we have a Shlema. We bring this MIDDLE Matza, this Levi, which goes on Torah. Why does Levi go on Torah? Because from Moshe Rabbeinu came from Shevet Levi. That reminds us this Shevet Levi was unique. Moshe gave us the Torah. So the Torah from the Eibishter is complete. One part, there's no separation. That's why we also, on Makbid, we're very careful the matzah should be a shalom. Then Hashem tells the Yidden, there's going to be 2 parts, Nigla and Chassidus, the smaller and the larger. So we do Yachatz, we break the matzah into 2. Smaller piece, larger piece. Then the smaller piece goes on the table, revealed. That's what the Yidden had right away. The larger piece, the esoteric part of the Torah was Tzofon, was hidden, just like we hide the Afikoman, the larger piece, the Dovid Godel. At the end of the Seder, we take out the matzah, the Afikoman, the larger piece. And that's also how it was by the Yidden, that in the later generations, as a preparation for the Gilui of Mashiach, which we'll get, that's when it'll really be revealed, this larger piece. We got already a taste of it from the Gilui of Chassidus, and that's the Dovid Godel. But from the Eibishter's point of view, it's really one Torah Achas, Nigla Chassidus together. May the Eibishter help that we should have this complete matzah speedily in our days, in its full extent, in its full revelation with the coming of Mashiach. There's so much more. The Rebbe's father explains more details about this. If you want to look it up, it's in Lekut Levi Yitzchok in Igrois in the letters, Daf Reish Lamed Aleph. Have a good Shabbos.